Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Sheffield United Way preview. The season's over. What are we doing here? Oh, yeah, we're in the bloody playoffs, aren't we? Come on, Blades. I'm so excited for this game. Sheffield United at home against Nottingham Forest. 3 p.m. kickoff on Saturday. We're coming to you live on a Thursday. We wanted to give you a little bit more time to watch this as it's such a big game. It's obviously at Bramall Lane. The match will be shown on Sky Sports Football in the UK if you cannot attend. Members as well, pop up on screen right now. If you want to become a member, all you've got to do is click the join button right next to the subscribe button. It's £4.99 and you will be helping the boys keep the channel afloat. Now, Hal, how's it going, sir?
I'm excited. It's like my stupid brain. It won't let me sleep. I keep waking up really early thinking about it. It's pathetic.
It's a bit sad,
more.
Yeah.
I know I need more going on, but it consumes me, and I really, really, really want Sheffield United to get promotion back to the Premier League. So I'm very, very nervous.
Before we get into all the ins and outs, I want a quick prediction now, not of the score. How do the Blades go through in this game? How do you see the two legs going if we were to get through?
I think realistically, with the amount of injuries we've got, what we've got to do is we've got to win the home game without conceding. And if we can do that, I fancy us over the piece because I think we will concede away. And I don't actually see, with our form away from home, 1 win in 7 away, and it was against QPR, and it was a brilliant away win. But Forest are very strong at home, so I don't expect us, I don't think any Blades do, to go to Wembley because of what we do at the City Ground. It'll be what we do at Bramall Lane. And if we concede a goal, I'll be very, very nervous. And if we don't concede a goal, I can see us going through.
Yeah, we need to win this game. I think we need to go at it like we did Fulham. Go full blown from the off. Go for the jugular. Try and go a couple of goals up, because I think if we go into the away leg 2-0 up or 3-1 up, we've got this. We've got this. I am confident. But my worry is, like a draw, that just puts it in their hands, doesn't it?
Yeah, really tough. We don't want to draw in the first leg. I think we've really got to go for it. Yeah, but of course, when you go for it, you can leave yourself exposed at the back. It's a very, very difficult tactical game, and I wouldn't want to be Paul Heckingbottom.
I thought you were going to say, and I wouldn't want to be exposed at the back.
Well, luckily, neither of us said that, so we're all good for this family channel. Let's move on.
Kind of just did. So I'm going to talk about Fulham for a second, Hal. We obviously beat them 4-0. In the last 2 games of the season, we scored 7 goals, only conceded 1. And it is, like I've just said, starting to make me believe again. I think a lot of us thought we'd messed it up just before the QPR game. It was a tough kind of first half of the QPR game, and then we absolutely showed that we can score goals in all sorts of different ways, and we have got the bottle to go and win these big games, even without a conventional striker, should we say. Because I think someone put it on Twitter, it may have been Carlos Sabra or someone, saying something like, I'm sick of people saying we don't have a striker. Now, yeah, we don't have a conventional striker, but those 3 going forward, Iliman Ndiaye, Morgan Gibbs-White, Sander Berger, were phenomenal in this game against Fulham. 4-0. All of them got a goal and an assist between them. It was also nice to see Ender Stevens come in there and bang one in the bottom corner, because we've missed that from Ender Stevens, getting forward and scoring goals. He's got forward recently, but he's not quite put the ball in the back of the net. He had a shot against QPR in the first half, but it was nice to see him get set up perfectly to give him a little bit of confidence as well. So we are absolutely brimming with confidence, Hal.
Yeah, we really are. You know what? Some would say we should be. We should be going into this full of confidence and fighting. And Paul Heckingbottom has said and echoed similar things to Morgan Gibbs-White, who both did their pressers earlier on today. Let's look at the last time we faced Nottingham Forest. And Nick, we don't have to go far back. 4th of March this year for the last time we faced Nottingham Forest at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane. It ended the same way as the away match with the Tricky Trees, 1 apiece. Forest enjoyed a lion's share of possession. I thought they were one of the better teams to come to Bramall Lane this season, if not the best. And they had most of the chances in the first half, but blew a great opportunity to take the lead when West Foderingham saved Brennan Johnson's penalty with ease, I might add. I would like to think he wouldn't try that Panenka-style penalty again, although maybe I would like him to do that. Steve Cook, the defender, he sent a powerful header against the crossbar. Forest picked it where they left off in the second half, but they were left to rue their missed chances. Billy Sharp rose brilliantly to head home a Morgan Gibbs-White cross. Ryan Yates scored a last-minute header, 95th minute, to give Nottingham Forest a dramatic, but I think we both agree, deserved point. And our side that day featured Ben Davies, Reece Norrington-Davies, Billy Sharp, and Femi Sariki, who's now on loan at Boston United. So there's a few starters that day who won't, I believe, start on Saturday, certainly not Sariki. Ollie McBurney came on as well, and of course, he won't be involved. The last time these sides met in the playoffs, Stuart McCall and Jack Lester were subs on the opposing sides.
Very, very good. I enjoyed that. And you know what? I'll take your word for it that we drew 1-1 with Forest at our ground because I was pretty inebriated. And
I remember.
Yeah, can't remember. You remember? Do you?
Yeah, I remember speaking to you afterwards because I did the watch along with Statsman Adam, and you enjoyed the game.
Yeah, I enjoyed the build up to the game, and I enjoyed Billy Sharp scoring. I remember Billy Sharp scoring, but I think I've wiped the rest of it out of my memory. So I'm going to talk about team news now. So first of all, Morgan Gibbs-White, he was the one that we was worried about the most, him and Ndai. But Ndai, he does pick up these strains. Hal? What
Niggles?
What does he pick up? No. What does he pick up? What does he usually pick up, Ndai?
Cramp.
There we go. Hal, you've never said the word cramp before. With
honestly, I was hoping you weren't going to bring that back up. The amount of grief I get on Twitter for this.
Okay, mate. I'll move on from that.
Thanks.
It's just funny. It's just bants, pure bants. So Morgan Gibbs-White, he came off the pitch with a knock. I wanted him off a lot earlier, to be perfectly honest. We won the game at that point. We didn't need to keep making him run for balls. He was quite clearly hobbling, but he is back on the grass, as everyone seems to say, especially Heke. So it's good to see. I'm expecting him to play in this game 100%. I think even if he had like half a leg, he would be playing in this game. He knows what it means. It means a lot to him. He knows what it means to us. We absolutely love Morgan Gibbs-White, and he absolutely loves us. So he will be featuring in this game. Also, as I've just mentioned, Iliman Ndai came off, but we are expecting it was cramp. Billy Sharp is also a few more days closer, apparently, but he's obviously going to be 7 days closer after like 7 days. So he'll be there. I'm not sure whether he's going to be whether he's going to be on the bench or not. I wouldn't put my money on him being on the bench, but I would put my money on him being there, giving the players a handshake on behind the blades, willing them on all the way to the final, hopefully. And finally, George Baldock, he seems like he's fit as a fiddle. He's been on the grass. He's been on everything. He's fit. So whether Heke wants to bring George back in at right wing back, we will see. That is completely up to Heke. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my team right now. So I'm going to go Wes in goal, obviously. Aussie right wing back. I think you can't change a winning side, especially when they've just gone and thumped the team that won the championship. Ender Stevens, off the back of his goal, definitely will start there at left wing back unless there's any other problems. Robinson, Egan, Basham, who's just signed a new contract of 2 more years to take him to 2024, which is absolutely fantastic. We love to see Bash, and Bash gives absolutely everything every game. So it's great to have Bash for another 2 years. Ollie Norwood, Fleck, and Sander Berger in the midfield. Maybe Sander Berger, like he was in the last game, getting a little bit more forward than Fleck and Norwood. Then Morgan Gibbs-White and Iliman Ndai. I don't know why I made out as if like I was going to pick some wild team, but it's the exact same team. You can't change a winning side.
You never change a winning side unless it's that side that beat Manchester United at Old Trafford. Let's have a look at Forest. They have Keenan Davis, who is a danger against the Blades, and Lewis Grabban out long term. Sam Surridge is their main man up front. Brennan Johnson, David Johnson's son, very tricky wide player and one to watch. Jed Spence is a wing back on the right on loan from Middlesbrough. He's also a danger. Max Lowe is injured, but he couldn't play against us regardless of that knock, because obviously he's on loan from us, and that's how that works. Forest away form against sides in the top six is very good, but they've not beaten any top six side at home. So that's something we can consider for the second leg. I think their starting lineup will be Samba, McKenna, Cook and Worrell, Jed Spence, Garner, Yates, Colback, who's in for Max Lowe and playing really well in that left wing back spot, Zinkernagel, Johnson, who I've mentioned now a couple of times, and Surridge up top. And the referee is Andre Mariner, a Premier League referee from the West Midlands. He's taken charge of 26 matches in all competitions, issuing 82 yellows, 3 reds, and he's given 6 penalties, which is on the high side for 26 matches, just off the average of the referees we've looked at this season. He's not refereed a Blades game since our 4-0 defeat at Spurs in May of 2021. And it's worth mentioning, it has now been confirmed that VAR will not be used for either Championship playoff semi-final. This doesn't really surprise me. Sheffield United have the capability for VAR at the ground already, but the other sides don't. So it didn't really surprise me that was the end decision there. But the EFL confirmed today that VAR will be used for the Championship playoff final at Wembley Stadium. That is on Sunday, the 29th of May, a 4:30 kickoff. Whether we actually need to know that or not remains to be seen.
Talking about Wembley as well, Hal. So Max Lowe, he was injured the last time I heard, and I've not done any research about him. But if the Blades or Forest both got, well, one of them got to the playoff final, would he be able to play for either of them? That's a question. That's a legit question. Would he be able to play for us? Would he be able to play for them?
That Max Lowe, you say?
Yeah.
He'd be able to play for Forest if they got to the final if he was fit.
What about us?
No. The EFL rule states that they basically are with their club they're on loan with until the end of the season, and the season ends when your team's season ends. So they wouldn't be able to be re-registered for us until next season.
So the end of the season is not the end of the season.
Yeah.
Not the end of the 38 games. No, that's next season, that, isn't it? 38 games. Anyway, let's move on from all that nonsense and talk about score predictions. So what are you going to go for, my friend?
I think it's a really crucial one. It's how we come out will dictate how this one eventually plays. I think we need more than this, but I'm going with a 1-0 Blades win.
Oh, okay. I'm going 3-1 Blades win. We can score goals. It's quite clear we can score goals. And I think we're going to go through. I really do. Don't clip that, but I think we're going to go through. If you'd have asked me before the QPR game when we were trickling over the line, I'd have said no chance. But look how well they played against Fulham, and it just shows that we can play away from home and go and be direct like we did against QPR, but we can also play the intricate passes and score goals.
Well, let us know your score prediction in the comments. Of course, 8 playoff campaigns for Sheffield United without winning one. It is a record, including a relegation playoff in there. I've gone to 7 of these. Billy Sharp has been on United's books for 2 playoff campaigns, 2009. And of course, this year he didn't play in 2009. He was injured, and who knows, might be injured this time round as well. United have never won an away game in the playoffs, and we've only lost at home once. But, I mean, never winning away. Wow. I mean, of course, you got the 2-2 against Ipswich in 97, but that was still a draw. We just won on aggregate. The biggest crowd to watch us was 80,518 for the 2009 final. Got some good sunburn that day. The smallest was 5,802 at Stevenage in the 2012 semi-final. Not a classic, that one.
No, and I mentioned the other day, didn't I, that the only time that we have gone through to the final when we finished 5th or 6th was that Ipswich game, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks
he says,
for
trying to think.
Yeah. No, we spoke about it, didn't we? We've played Stevenage. We've played all sorts of teams and not got through. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. I'll let you go first on Play Connections, mate.
All right. Well, you might remember. And Jack Lester was the addition I had to the Hecky and Stuart McCall song. No one went with it. So instead, we'll just talk about him now. Jack William Lester, born in Sheffield, a Sheffield United fan and currently head of player development that's also part of the coaching staff with Hecky and Stuart McCall, and played for Grimsby, played for Doncaster, played for Chesterfield, but also played for Nottingham Forest between 2000 and 2003. 99 league appearances, 21 goals, not a bad goal return at all. Loved winning a penalty, loved taking a penalty. He then joined Sheffield United at 2003-2004 season, a season where I went to every game, home and away, including friendlies. What was I thinking? That was not a great season. 44 appearances and 12 goals for United. And I have so much time for Jack Lester. He's also a fan of the channel. He's reached out to us and told us that. So, man's a legend. Sing his name.
Absolutely. And someone else I've got a lot of time for. You know it is. I know it is. Mr. David James McGoldrick. All the best people have James as their middle name. What's your middle name, Hal?
Hal.
There you go. And also, I don't think his parents realised when they called him David James McGoldrick that he would have the same name as a future England goalkeeper. But
he's also DJ McGoldrick.
He is also DJ McGoldrick, and he also has the name David James McGoldrick.
Facts.
Thanks. Anyway, let's crack on. 63 games, 8 goals for Forest, 127 games for the Blades, 27 goals scored, which we all know could and should have probably been more because Didsy loves to miss a chance every now and then. But when he is on form, the man is unstoppable. What a talent he is. He's been for us in the last few years. And especially last season, absolutely banging goals in the Premier League as well when we were absolutely terrible. And this could be his last season. And if it is, I salute the man because he will always be a legend in these eyes.
I'd like to think we should finish on this because it's a really great comment from Kyle. Let's make it a difficult atmosphere for Forest and be that extra man for the Blades. Come on, you Blades. Love that. Thank you very much for posting that. Don't forget to give this a like and let us know your thoughts in the comments below whenever you watch this video.